County Commissioner here for 8 years, and you think of me as a Vanderbilt County person, and that's great because I am. And you might think that because I'm from down here, you know, this race is about what's happening down here and not around the rest of the state. Let me tell you the truth. We have over 3,000 volunteers in this state wearing those red shirts. We are going to win. We've been having people go door to door around this state, believe it or not, since last October, which is unheard of for a primary campaign. We've gotten people mobilized. We've gotten people excited because they recognize, yes, as Cindy was saying, this isn't about me, this race isn't about me, and in the truth, it isn't about Dick Lugar either. It is about the heart and soul of the Republican Party. It is about whether our party is going to be the party of smaller government. It is about whether our party is going to be standing for individual freedom. And it's going to be about whether or not our party is going to be positioned to move this country forward in a way that says we live within our means over the next 10 years and the next generation. Those are huge challenges. But let me tell you why I'm so confident about May 8th. It is about the polling. You know, when we began this race, February 22nd of last year, when I announced I was running against Dick Lugar, people looked at me, oh, well, gee, that's Dick Lugar. I mean, he's Dick Lugar. He's been there for 35 years. That's Dick Lugar. He's an icon of Indiana politics.
Time to go.
I was told we wouldn't be able to raise any kind of money whatsoever, and when I said we would need $2.5 million to win this race, people just kind of clucked their tongues and said that can't happen. By the end of last year, we had raised $1.3 million, and I'll tell you with what's been happening, we are going to meet our target of $2.5 million. When we began this race, people questioned whether or not there would be enough broad support among Republicans to cause Dick Lugar to lose in a primary. And many of you know, the day I announced on February 22nd, 3/4 of Indiana's Republican county chairmen and over half the state committee came out to support me. And then there was the Tea Parties of Indiana. And let me say to those of you in the Tea Party, because I hear this all the time, you know, a lot of Republicans still don't know quite what to make of the Tea Party. I have but 2 words for the members of the Tea Party. 3 words. God bless you.
Amen.
It is the Tea Parties that have really caused the grassroots of the Republican Party to rise up. And when the Tea Parties came together last September to show they were unified behind this candidacy, it sent a sign all across the country of what was happening here in Indiana. How important is this race nationally? As I said, it's going to define the heart and soul of the Republican Party. Here today, the Washington Post and National Public Radio. Yesterday, I did an interview with Fox News. The week before, we've done a couple radio shows nationally. The media spotlight has been a little bit in a cloud, if you will, because of all the presidential primary things going on. But once we get to this coming week, there's a 3-week break in the presidential primaries, and you're going to see more and more attention nationally paid to this race as we get to the final 30 days. Last thing I want to say is about, as I mentioned a moment ago, the polling. Why I am so thrilled is because just last week, 2 separate polls were released, had exactly the same numbers, exactly. It showed Dick Lugar at 45% and Richard Mourdock at 39%. Now you may think, oh gee, that sounds bad. Mourdock's behind by 6 points. Understand, at the end of January, I was behind by 12 points. Yep. More importantly are the internals of the polls. You never read what I'm about to share with you. You see, in January, and let me go back 1 second, we've always understood in our campaign there was only one way Mr. Lugar would win, and that would be if he would destroy me. He has to destroy us. He cannot defend his own record among conservatives who will vote on May 8th, so he must destroy me. In January, my unfavorables among Republicans were 17%. His were 31%. He spent $1.4 million in those commercials that you've seen, trying to destroy my image, my reputation, and destroy my name. And yet, after spending $1.4 million, He raised my negatives from 17 to 20.1%, while his own went from 31 to 38.
Yay!
It tells me Republican voters simply want the truth. They want to know they have a competent, capable, and conservative choice. And I am.
Amen. Amen.
We are on a mission of the next 36 days to make history.
That's right. That's right.
You ever want to be part of a historical movement?
Yeah.
You are today, and let me tell you why. In all of American history, no United States Senator has ever been defeated in a primary who is going at it for a 7th time. You know, there have been some senators serve a long, long time, and they've occasionally gotten challenges. But none has ever lost running after being in office for 6 terms. You're going to make history.
Yes. Amen.
Let's do it.
Well, thank you so much. I got to make a couple introductions here, too. Shame on me for not doing it right off the bat. Next Tuesday is April 3rd. Wednesday, thank you. I know the date. I wasn't sure of the day of the week.
It is Tuesday, April 2nd.
April 3rd. Where'd she go? She's hiding. Marilyn and I are going to celebrate our 36th wedding.
Yay!
She hates it when I say it, but I call her around the state of Indiana the patron saint of patience, Saint Marilyn.
She's awesome.
And secondly, someone who's become a bit of a hero of mine because of his perseverance, his persistence, and his willingness to serve. If any of you were in the State House during this past year, you saw some amazing sights. There were thousands of protesters there literally every day. They would surround state legislators, walk around them holding up placards trying to force them their way in a vote. Some of the state legislators were literally spit upon, and it was some ugliness that was frankly a stain on our state. But we had a bunch of state legislators who held tough.
Yeah.
And one of them,
Amen.
State Senator
Yay!
Jim Tuck. Again, I can't say enough from the bottom of my heart how much I appreciate the fact that all of you are here today to help us get this effort to the finish line, the first finish line on May 8th. We are set to serve. We are prepared to win. And on that night of May 8th, when we're gathered, we know we are going to have thousands of people around this state to thank and to whom we will forever be grateful. So God bless you for coming out this morning, and I know Cindy has got some more instructions for you to tell you how we're going to do the door-to-door. Again, thank you all. God bless you. God bless you.
Before we talk about the door-to-door, I forgot to do one thing. Well, everybody, this is truly a grassroots campaign, and Richard always appreciates this, I know. Everybody that's running for an office this May, would you please come up? JD and Juan, I think I saw Lon, Alan. Will you all come up here? Anybody else I didn't see? Would you guys just introduce yourselves, please, and tell us what office you're running for?
Good morning, I'm Alan Liebenguth, and I would be delighted to be the next state representative, District 77 for Indiana.
Yay! That's Top Gun speaking right there. He really was a Top Gun.
My name is J.D. Strouth. I am one of 3 candidates running for county clerk, and I would appreciate your vote for that in the Republican primary.
Thank you. I should have done that earlier. I forgot. Okay. I know many of you are going to want to go to door-to-door. That's what we're going to do today. Richard is going to be doing some door-to-door. Those of us that are going to be with Richard, if you would like, we are going to go after this rally within just a few minutes. We're going to go to Bethel Temple on Lincoln Avenue. It's only about 6 or 7 minutes from here. And we're going to do the area over right behind there. So if you would like to join us with Richard, we can fan out and cover a precinct in like 15 minutes. Yeah, yes, we've got materials here. Those of you that would like to pick up a precinct, the precincts are over there. I don't have every single precinct in the city.